maybe a 7. So, this is about warming up the shoulder. You're not going to use a 10 or a 12. It's not. You might get away with it, but I think it's an injury potential. So I'm jabbing on the diagonal. Look what I'm doing with my body. Getting up on that toe, hip rotation. So if I'm a golfer or I'm swinging my tennis racket, this is the move. Okay? I'm calling it a jab. Diagonal jab. 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 But I need you here, guys. Because this is a lot of it. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. Can you do both? Okay? That's what I'm... Yeah, well, that's... in the pure world, as our little group here, that's what I'm watching. Is, are you functional? Are you really tying it all together? Sometimes in classes, people just do what the instructor says. They're kind of drones. Identify with your body what's possible. Now show me the uppercut. Grab the pace. Drop down low, though. See where my hands are going? It's not this. It's this. I got to be really tight here. Again, there's a reason. You don't want to be too high or high in weight. Good. Down in the squats. Your knees bent. Bend. Good. Show me that pace. What's it look like? You're not breathing. You're already in trouble. Okay? Wind fire. Wind fire. Wind fire. Wind fire. Just the uppercut. All right. I do remember that. Back when fighting was cool in hockey. Saw that plenty of times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab a jump rope. You don't have a jump rope or you don't like jump roping. Shame on you. Shame on you. Okay? Because this is one of the coolest things you can bring anywhere on the planet. Tremendous cardio potential here. It's about $2 to $5 to buy a really nice one. Well, I can tell you, I used to sell them. You can buy them for $20, $30. Buy one, get one for $1. This is a really nice quality, I think. $5, $6. So I look for you. Are you a double jumper? You know what that means? This is a double jump. Okay? And I think maybe even in CrossFit, I know you guys do. So this is a single. This is a double. Get away from that. Get away. So I want to see your form. I got a couple double jumpers in here. It's okay, though. Just trying to wear you up a little bit. So, back in my youth, I'll say 45, I was competitive jump rope. The shoulder alone, I can't even hold it out there very well. But this is one of, in my opinion, the most incredible tools for cardio. It goes on a plane. It can go in your back pocket. There's no excuse. We're talking boxing level of conditioning. So whether you do it 30 seconds or 30 minutes, hardcore. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. What's the primary muscle group? 2 more. And 1 more. Calves. Right? So calves is there. But you cannot do it if you're not engaged in here. And your shoulders are very involved. We're squatting. So I would be going heavy. Now because my shoulder's junk, this is about the only thing I can do well. And we're going to talk about quality and form. So, what's more important, ladies and gentlemen? All right, so you hit that right in the head. So that's not to say that I don't want to see some of you going heavy. Because that's the way you train. She has to train this way still. It's not to say if I had her alone, and I cut that weight into a third, that I wouldn't bomb the hell out of her. I know already how to get to her. She's good at a lot of stuff, but her winning formula is heavy. Form is good. I give her a little bit of crap. She's a little bit more bendy over than chest up to the ceiling. It's different. Some of you can't do it well enough. You know, you have to look at you what I want to do. You know. If you're not going all the way down, that's a habit. And I'm going to call it a bad habit. Because it sets a precedent that you will never be able to pick up the penny. I mean, you got a toilet at home. We know you're getting down there. Why are you not doing it with your squat? That's the nature of all fitness, really. That line of too much or too little. But everybody stay down. What do we call this? It's isometric. This, like yoga, can be terrifyingly difficult. Okay, so my dumbbells aren't on the ground, but my butt is bent. But it's still trying to look up. I'm going to shift my weight a little bit. Get my butt down and lift my chest up. Come on, who's there? No, I'm not working as hard as you are, but 5, 4, she's right on it. 3, 2, 1. All right, some of you got higher benches, some of you got lower. It's a switch foot. Switch foot. I should be able to touch this bench and get back down here easily. For some of you, this is okay. Show me. Why are you waiting? Go. You're waiting for me and you already know what I'm talking about. Game on you. Watch out. He will come at you. Take me to class. CrossFit. We're not going to coddle that one. Got the juice. She said she did CrossFit. I give her 100% for that, but in the back of my mind, I'm going to be respectful. You're always thinking about the workout you're going to do tomorrow or the one you just did. Not the way I think. I am not the right guy in the room. I just have to be the trainer. She's got it. I know she's got it. Because you're going to stay after this, right?
No way. I'm not.
So again, I want to just frame it. She's doing nothing wrong. She's an amazing athlete. I have a tremendous amount of respect for her. And I saw you. I almost ran you all over when I came in.
I know.
I want you to let me give you some time if you'll take it.
Sure.
Just we'll have fun. You'll be a fun client to work with. 5, 4, 3 Mississippi, 2 and 1. So right about now, you're like, why are we even doing this? Is this strength training or is this cardio? Well, I'll tell you, it's both classes actually promoted as an interval class.
You do whatever makes you happy.
Well, theoretically, but at the same time, you know, like I almost brought stuff in today. I have a lot of equipment in my house that they don't have here. But then I gotta schlep it in. I gotta schlep it back. So look where I am. My butt is way up off the ground. There's probably nothing more uncomfortable than this. Not doing this regularly. There's just a beach. So what happens when I do this? Is it easier or harder? So I'm on one leg. I can maybe do 5 or 10 switch legs. So if you already know you have sick hamstring, Paul, he's one leg in it. And even if he does 3, it's a way to get to 4. It's a way to get to 5. You're not doing enough over there. So it's always an experiment. What are you willing to do? Are you coachable? Are you listening? Are you engaged? Did you come fried? And I'm not even talking about the class you just did. Are you fried from yesterday? This is a sign, an indicator of overtraining. Guess what happens when you overtrain? You either get hurt or you start sliding backward, and you won't even know it. Your sleep will start to go downhill. Your productivity will go downhill. Your mood will stink. It takes months to get out of overtraining syndrome. Does anybody know what overtraining syndrome is? No, because I will email it to you. Very well known in my industry. What I do. 5, 4. You guys are all susceptible to this. You're all go-getters. 3, 2, and 1. There is definitely a point where too much is too much. You need a rest day. What's that?
You need a rest day.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fine line, okay? Everybody's up. All right, we're going to shoulders, but I'm not really going to be very good. All right, so it's just right there, right? It came up. When it came down, it just wanted to fall out of my hands. So this is the move. 2 dumbbells. It's a shoulder military press with a knee raise. I need my hip flexors right here. And obviously my shoulders are working. But if you can't punch me in the stomach, then I'm not engaged in my core. So your core is engaged. If you can't do both together, I like opposites. That may be very well the case. So my new thing in the water, a lot of this. I can't even get my arm to come all the way over, so it's starting to freeze. Anybody familiar with frozen shoulder? So I have to really start to take care of this. Because I could heal it, but then it'll be frozen and I won't be able to get back there. Oh, I have a lot of background in it, but what's the problem with being a trainer that's working 80 hours a week? I can't get out of my own way. It's not wrong if I hire somebody, somebody who, yeah, you're a guy, Marmer, someone to just stay on me to do the work. Andrea's been very good. We have a staff here, trust me, it's all here. You know, I don't know, but I would assume there's something. Okay, so the front sucked, right? But that's your strong point. Show me your weak point. This is your weak point. Now notice my bum is up, my back flat. If you're one of these, and you don't think I'm noticing, you're smoking crack. I need your palm up, guys. Shoulders down. Many of you have corrected. It's taken me a while to get you there. This is a flat back. If I can't put something on your back, if it's going to slide to the floor, well, you're not coachable in this environment. Find you one-on-one. I will gently correct you. I'm really looking for a flat. Here's the biggest guy in the room. Nice back. Yeah, because look at physics, guys. What's going to make these two things work the hardest? When you bend over. As soon as I come upright, whether I'm doing a kickback, this is a tricep exercise, right? This is cheating. Cheating. This is the way the tricep kickback is done. Look it up and look. Oh, that's right. You don't have to. Just Google it on the way out the door. It's Googleable. Is that a word? Googleable. 5 more, please. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's all rear. So let's go to the front. We're going to go heavy. I'm not. You are. I'm either here, heavy dumbbell press, or right here. I think I can do it. I can do a push-up because I've got the stability of my other arm. But if I try to do a dumbbell press with the weight that she's using, or even she's using, it's not going to work. Oh, that's great weight. It's all 15 solid. You do know that most classes like this, the average woman may be topping out at 10 or 12. You're not really going to the 15s and 20s. Sorry. That's not the case. And eventually, that's all you do. Oh, you're actually going to say you want to. I love you. So let's go.
There's nothing wrong.
No, all of you are having big double at the same time. So how many reps have you done and how many is correct? Is there a correct number?
It's 20.
There really isn't, but some of you are going to go heavy, you might get 10 or 12. Some of you are going to go a little lighter. I'd like the number to be averaging 20. Then I know you're not putting yourself at risk. As soon as you can't do another one or you're close to go to a fly. Now you're not going to fly the same weight your bench press. You just not. You should. Because it's either something happen. You're either going too light on your bench or too heavy on your fly. This movement with too much weight is pretty much an assurance that her shoulder, the bench is going to give out. Doing this is much more scary and dangerous than doing this. So let's throw some leg into it. So we demo this. So Donna, anybody else can do it here? See. So once she throws this into the core, it changes the chest movement. That's why, because she's multitasking. The core is involved, it's under mover, it flexes the legs up the wall, and it puts an overload on the chest. It makes her have to think, how do I negotiate these dumbbells down without getting hurt? That's a big part of the class. How do you not get hurt? Make it take long. Friday, Paul, you're just doing really well. So I never thought Paul would stay. Just because guys don't, they come and then they drift out. They find a reason not to. His style of training, choice of trainers, kind of my world back in the day anyway. It's more power, it's more bodybuilding, powerlifting-esque. But he's gotten really functional now. Look, you know, he's handling multi-movements and doing them correctly. Long body like hand. 3, 2, 1. You're off. Okay, let's try this. Many of you don't like these. So I am a big skier, and I love lateral sports. If you're not good at stuff like this, there's a lot of stuff you can't do well, like badminton, tennis, soccer, cross. If you don't have kids at that age now, then maybe you have grandkids coming. She needs to be able to move, because that kid's going to do this. And you guys are all 10 years younger than me, most of you. But it's not totally impossible, is it? So if I'm 60 in July, so that puts you at 50. 50 is very possible. Right? So I can think yesterday, trying to talk fast. Show me. Like it's acceptable. I'm looking for a jump. 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 And I recoil. So not so much of a skip. Not wrong either way. Come on. Show me. 10. See what I'm doing here? Brand new phone. Oh, what a box. But it's stupid to have it here because this is how it got broken. 10. You're not breathing hard, it's because you're not doing it right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medium-sized weight. We're going to try to do this. Up. Up. You can't get to the ground, you're here. Show me, please. Or don't. Don't need to push up, it's not too perfect. What I showed you. I want you to go quick. Don't push up. All I did was go down, keep my legs out, kick them back in. This should be a 1 second move, guys. So again, I forewarn you going too heavy. Too heavy. Drag you down for the next 3 exercises. And the risk is the wrong person doing this. You're not going to hurt her hips or legs. Your shoulder, which goes up overhead, is going to go well. I'll give you that anyway. Yeah, she does this. Nice, put the jump in it. That's what I would do. Not using weight. See her yet? Wow! Party! Show me the party. Good. Using weight. It's not really a good idea to jump. Good. And to jump, what do I do? I get down. Jump to the ground. Oh! You don't know, you can't explode. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me your best push-up or your best bench press. Come on, I got to show off for Archana, by the way. So Archana is the new gal to your left or right. Oh, yeah, hold on, I'm saying that right. Is it Chan or Chi? Archie. So our newbie, love her, give some TLC on the way out. All right, so show me your best bench press. This is exactly a push-up, but inverted. Now, is a push-up better or worse, harder or easier? It's all relative. Go ahead. So she just asked the question about putting the dumbbell together at the top. You always want to put the dumbbell together at the top because inherently you get it down here to where my shoulders are, it's wide, right? What do your pecs naturally do when you put the dumbbell together? You're squeezing them together. You want to be able to, you can't do this, ladies. Come see me. I'll show you how to make some fun of it. Get the feet apart. Everybody has pecs. Doesn't matter whether you're a male or female. Let's say that would be appropriate. I'm just saying that. You have them, you just never thought to do that. You learn how to make a mind-muscle connection. So the answer to the question is when she gets up, and I don't want her to just tap them, I want her to come touch them and actually squeeze her pecs. Then go down and open. Stretches at the bottom, and flexes truly at the top. On the next movement, you're really going to get it because you're going to do the fly. And I've been telling you all along, squeeze your dumbbells together. In a push-up, can you do that? No, it's straight. Your hands should be right under your elbows. 5 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, go to a fly. She changes up her weights. Something a little more appropriate. I mean, just a 2-pound difference. But again, I would make that argument that she could probably do more bench if she's able to only go down 2 pounds and do a fly. So here we go. We got a big fly here. She's really improved on her range. She's still a little shy at the bottom. Going down, so you can really look where your dumbbell is when you get there. Unfortunately, here. It's natural when you come down, those dumbbells start to head towards your ears. They really want to be at the bottom of your chest. This is preventative to hurting your shoulder. You're flexing your pecs, not your shoulders. Either in there, but that's a bad choice overall over years. You're eventually get hurt. Now, are you squeezing your dumbbells together so that my hand does not like you? So, squeeze. Come on, squeeze tight. Good. That's what I'm looking for. Remember when we did this together and I held your arms down? This is exactly the same thing. Come on, squeeze. You're not squeezing, guys. Oh, I can't put my hand there and go, owie. Okay, she's done. It's fine. 3, 2, 1. Everybody turn toward me unless you can't do a dip. Now, even with my bad shoulder, I don't have a problem with this. I wouldn't go crazy at it, but this is what I like. It's a compound movement. If you can't do them and you know you can't do them, you're here. Overhead extension. They're both tricep movements. Show me. Let's see if we can get Paul to trick it out a little bit. So he's going to show me the basic one with a very straight leg. Keep his butt right against the bench. Form is great. The way he can make it harder would be, he did this last week, he put a dumbbell here. What if he bends his knees and brings his heels back here? Is this easier or harder? It's actually easier. Well, it is because he can push off his heels a little bit. It's not bad. It's just a different way. What if my goddess of strength, hang tight. I need to tell me to do this. Drop down for a second. Flip on here. Post your feet up. So that alone, really hard. Okay? I know she's got the power. Now she's kicking me saying, you bastard. Just get cross with it. She can put it on a ball. She can also invert. She can turn around, have 2 benches side by side. I'm getting out of here. Just gonna take it. That's a really good new form. Look at her. Okay, very nice job. She just hooked it up. That was really nice. I'm impressed. Okay. We don't need a lot of weight in this. What's this called? Sternal rotation, right? This is one of my problem areas right now. This is what I heard. So in the water last night, I was doing a lot of just this, trying to get that hook over to swim. This is a variation of that. I rotate, externally rotate, using the part of my shoulder that doesn't get used in life. We don't do this naturally. We go to something, we grab it in the front, and we go this way. We don't go, oh, this was the, who paid tolls in Massachusetts? Do you remember the toll? Oh, yeah. That movement is how I used to tell my clients, you can't pay a toll You can't do that. That's a problem. It hurts. Or your arm just does this. You have a rotator injury. You better fix it, or it's going to carry you through life. It can last years and years and years. No one will like you because you can't grab the bag of groceries. You can't swoop up the cat. Yeah, it's a stupid little muscle. It's a stabilizing muscle in the shoulder. Easy to hurt. You don't. It's not about being super strong. It's about you're not training in a specific way. External rotation with bands or cables out there, or if I'm on the floor with a dumbbell. See, I can't even get my arm up. That's about it. It's not good. And then the internal would be this one. John Kelly Terrace. Okay, thank you. Show me squat again. What am I going to do? Go back to my heavy weights. Heavy weights. Heavy weights. We're going to really load this hard now, this guy's. So we go heavy first, the really nice squat. Asking you to try to get to the floor today. If you don't, that's okay. No humility here. Or no negativity. Breathe. The next half is going to be the hard half. I'm going to think of a good story to tell you to take your mind off the pain. Going to do a second visit at one of your members' house today. One of my regulars. Complex installation. And I'm bringing my boss.
Do you go to like an old house? Like
It's an old house. It's a beautiful historical house.
It's like they don't have central living.
Huge. Then we got to come up with a way to keep the beauty of the house. I'm not going to go and go, yeah, let's put a bunch of wall units in. Yeah, great. However, this house would be much better with those. Kind of ruins the whole historical part, right? All right, lose the weight. This is the hard part. I'm never going to get, I don't need to be up here. This is cool, okay? I want you down in here. And I want to see your feet leave the ground. Okay, I don't care if it's that much, but you got to leave the ground. Make sure you're jumping with it. Last week there was a house in North Grafton, big pillars, right to the middle of town, historical house, 2,400 square feet. You wanted to know that you were right. Respect the historical support for his own mind, but also for the town. Worried about what the town thinks. We got to do that. You're right. One of my strong players is in trouble. Good. How you doing? So focused. Just praying to the gods. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to be out on the floor probably, although I can pull this off. Some of you can too. I'm going to stay on my bench. You're going to get my bum up, and there's my roll. Definitely make sure your head is down, though. There's a tendency to want to do this. Keep your head down. It's not part of the exercise. I actually think the floor is better.
Floor is better.
Yeah, my angle's better. So if I'm down here and my legs are up here, I'm going to get a better sweep. So what muscle am I working? This is number 5. Oh, she's right. Like, seconds, she's going to be like, oh my God, he missed my hamstrings. So it's a big hammy move. And none of us here are training our hammies equally. So I like this. Show me this way. Hey, that's really not a little bit of realize very hard to get stable. These gals have the floor, so it's very stable. It's also if you're having a hard time with it, here's a way you can modify it. It's still very solid. This, if you're on your own, guys, put the ball up against the wall. Because it's going to want to go. Well, you guys are really good at it. You're really good at it. She's trying it on for size. You've been doing this regularly. Not with me, but she's thinking, can I do something more for this? If I was a man or a woman, but we know that women tend to get a little bit more fat storage in the thigh and the back of the leg, I'm going to target this. It's not going to make fat go away, but it's definitely going to make it look hungry. So, Guys, where am I keeping my blubber, guys? Where's my fatty part? Where's most men's fatty part? Not Paul, but me. So it's right here. Okay? Is anybody willing to say what the general fat storing sites for women is? Do we know? Goes back to the triceps. How about here? Biceps, that tends to be a site. And then some women genetically in their family line, they get the belly too. 3, 2, 1. Show me your push-up. Everybody over on your knees. See how many of you can do a real push-up. But on your knees. Unless you can do a full push-up on yourself. So,
How many?
I want to see who can do 20 of these. 10. That's good. Well, it is. Set of chest. Show me. Regular player here. I like that when she's at the bottom, her elbow is right over her hands. This is critical. Biggest mistake you're making is your hands are in the air. You're trying to do a push-up. Don't go in the military. Slap it on. Notice though, I'm going to ask her. When I ask her to correct maybe a couple inches, she's so comfortable where she was, she might say, this sucks. I don't like this one. And she's doing it a little wrong. It is easier. Okay, so we got that different answer. Now, Paul's got long arms. He's not way up. He's a loop hero. Look where the answer. Look where his elbow is. Look where his hand is. He's at a disadvantage. If I want to teach him to do 100 push-ups in a row, I got to correct him. Over here, my God's push. Now, we're going to go to elevation. Keep like straight. On the knees are good. Go ahead there. Go ahead now. Nice. Focus up a little bit. Remember, you're in the second class. Again, 2 classes right now. I don't even know if I was ever in my 40s. Very good. Okay, let's get up. Let's go to another muscle group. So when we're all chest and legs, let's go to back. Fresh feet. Get a little jazz going here. Okay. I love this band, by the way. So I'm about to engage into ballroom dancing. It's not cheap to do, by the way. Going in, one of my friends. So competing tonight, dating center, putting out 4 on the car. Going down here. I just love working out. If I could teach class here like that, I would love it. People like us, still have weights. It doesn't have to be a full dance. I'm that weird guy on the dance floor. Sometimes there's no be out. I mean, I don't. The weight is so light, you were able to do that many reps. It's so pretty light. And last weekend, Saturday night, took my gal to a Mexican restaurant, knowing that after we had a quick margarita, walked to the restaurant, we walked back to the Aid Center. And the Morse Tavern has live entertainment every Saturday from 9 to 12. People are usually top 45 stuff in one class of rock. One-man band. I mean, they're making an attempt to come back. She and I are out there dancing. Nobody else is even looking at us. They're like, weirdo. Yeah. Second set, first side. Okay? So we're going right at it. You notice a lot of times I screwed it up back to back. Yeah. Harder, I think, Deborah, 2, 3 sets in a row. This is how a true bodybuilder will train, or a powerlifter. We stay with the muscle. We don't do it all the time. And I think that's kind of constant, too. I mean, right? Scott's got something explosive, something strengthening, something explosive. It's all over the place. Yeah, the idea of swinging somebody up over my shoulders. You got to be both strong. You got to be weight appropriate because obviously when we get older, we just put on 10 extra pounds. It's hard to move.
I feel like Dancing with the Stars, right? Show.
You know, it's funny. Like any of the sing song shows, Idol, Voice, whatever, I enjoy to a point. I never liked Dancing with the Stars. Well, the judging, it's just sometimes the judging is annoying. You know, maybe it's because I'm like that too. I don't know. I don't want to pick somebody apart on national TV.
Are we doing how many? Just 2 sets?
Sorry?
Just 2 sets?
Yeah, we're gonna do 2. We're gonna go quick core, and then we're gonna go back to 3 immediately. We're gonna do 3 break. So finish up second side, second set, and on your back. All right. Wobbling on the bench. Cross your ankles. Hands behind your head. Now, if I'm up here on 4 risers plus the top, which is 5, this is going to be a hell of a lot easier than if I'm on the floor, or harder. I try to get my back off, but I got to bring my knees, my feet on the floor, all the way up. So they're parallel to my knees. Nice. And I look for, can she get her rump off the ground? Can she lift the tushy up a little bit? Can she create a little bit of gap on her back? It's like an inch, it's not a lot. Careful not to rip your neck off. Make sure you put your feet on the floor every time. And if it's hard, put one foot down. Don't put both feet down. Before you bend your knees, okay, some of you take my Monday morning class at 8 a.m. Each class is harder. Tell me why.
Mondays, they got one.
And so Mondays are very cardio specific, like way off the chart. And it's all week. Like, so we're doing 5-minute cardio intervals. We've not even hit 45 seconds here. Those are what we've done. It's cardio. It's not cardio, obviously. What is it? It's called 4, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4. Where's your form now? Some of you are losing it. 3, 2. All right, that's all frontal, right? What if I go here? This is a plank. You can be on the floor. You don't need to be up here on the bench. If I want to make it easier, I step up. One leg I step up with. But I'm driving that hip high. Drop it down in the hole and high. You can do it off the ground. You don't have to be up here. Better to succeed and do them well on the floor than to be all cranked out. Step up. Step up. Here's a little bit of stability. That's all. I'm on Instagram. I like to see step forward. This gives her a really good plan. Honest mind, she just basically keep her legs pretty close together, long way. See how fast an hour goes, guys? Switch to your second side if you haven't already. So again, next week, come early. Takes a while to set up. This is the kind of class you can come late and kind of wing it. It doesn't work like that. I notice it. Get less. Give yourself permission to come and have an hour and 20 minutes. Set up and cool down. Right on. Just watching, taking care of you. I literally almost drove in a road to bring you guys over.
Okay.
Now, you can't see anybody until you come around. It's like, whoa, people. Yeah. All right, show me the last pull again. So we're here. I would be going heavy. Okay, heavy. It's your third set. What's going to happen that's going to go wrong in this movement? It's really, you're the weakest woman or man in here. She pulls at 20, 25. It's very hard to really get an injury in this movement. Primary driver is right here. Her rhomboid or upper back. Definitely the rear deltoid. Not in a way that's going to make that rotator problem. And then a obviously a lot of bicep. And then she's bleeding. The cord is bleeding on the other hand and knee. The back is supported. There's no weight on the lower lumbar. This is where most people, male and female, get in trouble. The lower back is so overloaded. While she's working the upper back, she put this lower back in trouble. And then tomorrow she's like, what did I do? Well, tried to do in a row like this, which I can do all day. Most of you can too, but you're not normal. You're freaks. Each and every one of you freaks. I want to just say this too. I worked with a woman, I think 2 days after I worked with Archana, and that woman seemed very fit. She worked with me in a class as a Pilates instructor 10 years ago. She said, you were like the military Pilates instructor. I was like, I'm a military everything. I don't teach. I'm not soft-spoken. I tried doing yoga for a while. I was terrible at it. I just like to yell. Okay, so everybody, come on up again. Show me another one of these. But let's do a lightweight. Up, out, out. This is going to destroy you. I'm talking 5s, 3s, 2s. Maybe you're going to get 7s and 8s. Good. More power to you. Show me. I'm up. I'm out. I'm side. I'm up. I'm out. I'm side. I'm up. I'm out. Side. Don't worry about getting it correct. Move. Now. Up. Out. Side. Up. Out. Side. Doing it on purpose. So again, some of us, I'm ADD. Some of us just naturally have no problem making the connection. Okay? Doing really well. Other of us can't make the connection. Go ahead. So, your question is, which one do we do? Let's go with a natural thing. So I like this. Up as soon as I go out, then the other one. But look, this part here. And it's really like a mind body. Wow. I'm deliberately doing it to screw you up. You know that we work together. It's got to be work. It's got some crazy, internal talent. So don't worry too much, especially first time. It's tricky. Very impressed. There are other things that she gets tricked up on. I thought she was going to have a hard time with this. 3, 2, 1. How are we doing time-wise? Anybody want another one, or are we done? One more. If you need to start wrapping up, I'll show you stretches as we go. So let's do a combination. Off your bench or bench press, doesn't matter. There's a quick push-up right here. Trying to get me 10, even off your knees, and then immediately go into this. Go. More reps, the better.
Off your knees.
If you feel like you need to stretch, then you know you're squeezing. You're done. Okay, who can go give me another push-up, quick?
I was just doing 10 of each.
Yeah, maybe you'll get 15, but 10's usually at this point we're done. She goes right down on those dumbbells and does a push-up off the dumbbell. Same thing here. She goes down to her knee. Or not. She had her dumbbell here. Can't show that you like it. That's fine. Everybody done? I think you're all pretty done. So one of the first primary things we want to be thinking about, remember that these things tend to get the less TLC. When I watch a room do this, it's this. This is nothing. Don't even bother. You got to be ripping this thing out like it's a honeybee hive, okay? You got to, I should see her whole body wincing, cranked over. Otherwise, why bother? I don't want to know that in her latissimus in her armpit, it goes all the way down to here, that she's feeling this. Because if she's not, go get some tea. Buy a bagel. Buy me one too. All right, when she comes up, this is another one I see people do. This is crap. What is this? You have to get it up high. You need to be above it. If you're here, forget about it. And it's gonna be like, oh my God, my brother is choking me and I'm 10. Anybody have that brother? Sister, maybe? I'm the last of 9. I had no choke hold, and I can tell you. All of my brothers were wrestlers, which made me a wrestler. It's pretty much undefeated all high school. Full scholarship. Offer.
Sounds like you have to be a wrestler just to survive.
Well, I didn't. My parents at the time, because I was last, were not about pressuring. Not sure I'm happy about that. I was the baby. I got away with everything, and I was somewhat gifted, but they should have forced me to Penn State full ride. Went to UMass after I took a year off. I got a good education. I'm not saying I got double degrees, masters as well. But
you could have gone to Penn State for free to wrestle.
Yeah, and I want to. Well, here's the negative to that, and I felt this at the time. I was coached this by some people. If I had gone there, I was an undefeated wrestler here in Massachusetts. In Pennsylvania, I would have been what they call the drone. They would have just beat the crap out of me. I would have left college with all kinds of problems. Wrestlers don't. You might get to the Olympics, but you don't make a living at it. You just get beat up. For the rest of your life, you're suffering with lifelong injuries. So there's always a bunch of guys that wrestle well, but they're not going to be the top seed. They're not going to be them. So they need meat. Like me. They need a lightweight to beat the crap out of them. Masters is good, but it's not in the level of Michigan, Iowa. So tricep looks like this. I push it down, pull it back. And at that time, I was running marathons with my dad when I wasn't wrestling. And I worked a lot all through high school. And I had this thing of responsibility. Instead of enjoying my childhood, who can do this? Who can show me the best one they can do? I like this one too. So this one, she's getting a good piece of her hand, but if you can't do this, use a towel. And I'm going to ask her to pull up a little if she's comfortable with it. Because when she pulls up, she stretches this deltoid. When she pulls down, she stretches this tricep. So that's where a towel is really your friend, because she's got a good grip, but it's pretty hard when you go hand to hand. Yeah. I've worked with her privately. She's very strong. This shows why she's very strong. She's lost some flexibility. That's very attainable. But literally within weeks. Within weeks, if you give her the right stuff, I can get her much more flexible. And then over here, we already know the goddess of strength. This is pretty damn good. Okay, it's definitely above average. Women are going to be much better. Like I used to be really good at this, but I'm not where she is. Am I? No. You're a lie. But no, I'm not.
I won't lie.
I had an injury, and I'm tight, and I'm just a talker now. All right, what's the most important part that we haven't done yet? Hips. Either on the floor or on the bench is going to be a little harder. So several things have happened since I've had the shoulder injury and before then. I'm talking more in classes. I'm not doing the classes. I'm not teaching as many classes. I don't spin here at all now. So, well, first of all, I did hit 249 watts in my Peloton the other night. That's like, at 197, I'm in the top brackets. 249 average watts for 30 minutes. I'm in like the top 2% of the planet. So I got the juice. I just don't teach you. But when I get off that bike, because I'm not teaching, I'm not stretching. So I'm doing all kinds of things that I should be doing. Breaking my whole move. Thank you. Correct her a little bit.
My guys, see.
Well, I like her. She's already there, but I'm just going to do this to her. Really get that freaking hip squared off. And then eventually you'll want her to really work on getting her leg there. She'll get much more out of that. And then from that position, you're already there. You hip, hamstring. I like to lean back a little, push my back heel to the floor. This is again what's called dynamic stretching versus static stretching. Then I rotate around here. Again, if you're not working all these, and you're doing legs, you're spinning, you're doing CrossFit, again, really good form here. So being up on the bench makes it harder. She really is quite squared off. Look how high her shin is though. Super high. Today, I mean, I don't know why, but she looks really, really, really good. And then how many of you can cross your ankles and come down? Again, I haven't stretched enough even today. Some of you, most of the women I work with, you put your palms to the floor, at least the fingers. There you go. So there you go. We know she's strong. So if you made the argument of weightlifting makes you tight, this is proof that that's not true. Okay? And they go, she's very flexible. I leave her here because she doesn't want to be here for 5 minutes. If I do, I bet she gets her fingers in the ground. First on one side, so that was good. She makes the point. Are we equal left to right? Absolutely not. So now she just noticed it even far. If she works it, then she'll get it. Whereas she went right to the other one, forehead on shin. I mean, look, I'm living in your glory because I feel like I gotta get my shit in check. Don't need a trainer. And that would be my argument. Like I said, when you started, I had another gal who knew me 10 years. She didn't pick up the three for $199. I'm thinking, and I talked to Jane about it a little today. She's like, I remember you. It's a really good hour. Somehow she just, look, we're all coachable. I pay people a lot of money just for my massage every week. You think you can do it all on your own? You're out of your mind. So, anyway, that's a good taste of it. It's never really the same. We do keep it a little bit basic on the movements. And the reason is, even when there's only 6 or 8 people, well, video, obviously, if it gets too complex, people make a lot of mistakes. And mistakes